today we're going to make one of my favourites. It's a pineapple upside down cake. It's got a super like sweet gooey top because it's got golden syrup that you put at the bottom, and when you turn it out it's then at the top, so it's an upside down cake. Okay, so I'm gonna get myself ready. I've got my hair up, hands are washed, sleeves rolled up, apron on, and ready to go. So let's go. Okay, so when we make the pineapple upside down cake, one of the most important things is to get the base of your cake tin right. So I'm using a square because I am. You can use a square or a circle, doesn't really matter. About that deep should be good. And we're going to want to cover the base with golden syrup. You can make your own syrup in some recipes, but this is quicker and it tastes just as good. So I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons, that's the really big spoon. So 2 tablespoons and spread it all over the base, okay? You want a good coverage across the bottom. So I'll do that and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've spread the golden syrup over the bottom. I'm going to show you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 4 pineapple rings in the bottom. That's going to make like a nice sort of decoration. Ooh. Okay. Now remember that that is going to end up as the top of your cake. So you could put more pineapple in. If you Google it, you'll often see a cherry in the middle of the pineapple ring, different designs. So whatever you decorate the bottom, that's going to be visible on the top. So do think about your presentation and think about how you want to lay it out, right? Once that's done, so I've put the syrup at the bottom, I've put my pineapple rings, I have put a little bit of butter, just grease the edge of the tray to make sure the cake doesn't stick. I'm going to put that to one side and get on with the cake mix. Now, to make the sponge for the pineapple upside down cake, it is just a simple sort of all-in-one sponge mix. And that means that we're going to be using equal parts. So I've got 100 grams of flour, which means I've also got 100 grams of butter and 100 grams of sugar. Okay, and then it's 2 eggs. So if it's 100 grams, it's 2 eggs. If it was 50 gram mix, it'd be 1 egg. So 100 grams of each one and 2 eggs is what's going to be my main recipe. I am going to put a teaspoon of vanilla essence in, just to give it a bit of a flavour boost. And I'm going to make that sort of as an all-in-one mix, okay? So I will start with the butter and sugar, soften that, and then add those eggs, and then add the flour at the end, a bit like I did with the banana loaf, okay? So sort of doing it gradually, but you can just sort of put it all in one. If you've got an electric hand mix, go for it, okay? You can put it all in, get going, but I would obviously ask for help with that. So I'm going to get this going and show you the mix, the batter mix, sort of halfway through. Okay, so that's me starting to cream the butter and sugar together. So I'm going to keep going until that's really light and soft. Okay, going to whisk my eggs. Okay, going to add the egg bit by bit. And mix it in. Remember, if it goes curdled, we add a little bit of flour to bring that back. Okay, that's the last of the egg being mixed in. A tiny bit of flour went in with that one. And now we're ready to sieve in the flour. Okay, so I'm going to sieve the flour in because I'm going to add air into the mixture by sieving and hopefully have a nice light and fluffy cake. Now if I sieve the flour in, I then need to fold it into the mix, which is a figure of 8, okay? Now, like I said, this is a bit more of a sort of creaming method where we would do each stage separately and fold in. But if you did have an electric whisk at home, you could just do a proper all-in-one and just go for it. Now, this is coming together quite nicely. Oh, I've forgotten my vanilla essence. Right, well I'll probably just put it in now, get away with it. I've not quite finished. If it was perfect, I'd have added this with the eggs. Silly. Right. Ta-da. Look at that. Using the cap. No need for another utensil to wash up. Okay. Right. Carry on folding. Fold that flavour through. Now, once your mixture is done, you should have what we call a soft dropping consistency, which means your sponge mix should drop off the spoon, okay? So it shouldn't be runny, but it shouldn't be so thick that it stays on the spoon. So we call it a soft dropping consistency. And that's when you know your cake is ready to go in the tin, okay? So I'm gonna remember the tin has already got that at the bottom, so the cake mix has to sit on top, okay? I'll do that, show you what it looks like, and we'll get it in the oven, and fingers crossed it comes out looking nice. Okay, so the sponge mix has gone on top of the pineapple. I'll show you. Now, remember, it went on top of syrup. So, around the edges, you can still see some syrup and the juice from the pineapple, okay? Now that's good, and that's what we want. That juice and that syrup, that's gonna sort of come round the cake so that when we turn it out, you can really see like a syrupy, gooey layer on top of the cake. It needs to bake for about 30 minutes at 180 degrees, but do check your own oven because some ovens work hotter and colder than others. So about 30 minutes, and fingers crossed. Let's hope it works. Alright, I'll show you a picture of the results. Right, see you all soon. Bye. So, the cake is out. So I'm going to go around the edges with my spatula and we'll try and turn it out and we'll see if we've got a moment of truth. Okay. So it's there, we're going to give it a tap for good luck and let's hope the tin comes off.